Hello my friends, welcome to our backyard garden where we study the book of life. Welcome to where we study about the tree of life. Welcome to where we study about the cross of Christ. Welcome to our backyard garden where we learn from the word which was spoken into existence. Okay? Welcome to where we study about the rock of ages. Okay? So today I would like us to talk about this path over here. Guys, I tell you, it wasn't intentional, okay? So as you can see, our path here, as we move towards the rock, okay? As we thread this path towards the rock, it creates a number, okay? It creates a number. I don't know if you guys can see it from here, okay? It's like this. From the rock, we take a right turn, okay? From the rock, we take a right turn. And here, from this position, we take a left turn. This is number 7, okay? Our path has become a shape of number 7, okay? Go and we turn left, okay? As we move towards the rock, where you usually rest and study, okay, about the cross and the sun, okay, and the pillar of the cloud during the day, okay, and the shade, okay. This is the number of God. Number 7 is the number of God, okay. It is the number of rest. It is the number of completion, okay. It is the number of completeness, okay. You remember in the book of Genesis, it says that the Lord created the world in 6 days and he rested on the 7th day and he blessed it, okay. For in it he rested, okay, because he had completed the work, okay, of creation, okay. So this is the number 7 is the number of God, okay. Remember the 7 candlesticks in the sanctuary, okay, the 7 lampstands, okay. Yes, that's the number of God. That's number 7. So this path over here, it points us to the Lord of the Sabbath, okay. It points us to He who rested, okay, He who obeyed unto death, okay. It points us to Christ. It points us to the Creator. You remember in Genesis, it is said that God said, let us. He was communicating with His Son and the Holy Spirit, okay. So Christ is the Word who spoke everything into existence, okay. He's the Creator. This number 7 over here, it is pointing us to the Creator, okay. This path, it is pointing us to the rock, okay. It is pointing us to Christ. It is the shadow of the cross, okay. It pointing us to the completeness of God, okay? It is pointing us to our redemption, okay? Christ, he rested after he redeemed us, and he's inviting us to come and rest, just as in the book of Genesis, okay? When he had done created, he invited people to rest, okay? When he had done redeeming us on the cross, he is inviting us to rest, okay? He is inviting us to Sabbath, okay? To Shabbat, okay? This number 7, it is inviting us to the garden, okay? It is inviting us to the garden where we can rest, okay? And learn about the love of God, just as it was in creation. You remember when Adam and Eve were created, they were given a garden, okay? And from the garden there, they were to learn about the love and the character of God, okay? So it is again with this Sabbath of redemption, okay? Christ, he is inviting us to rest, okay? And learn about this gentleman over here, okay? Who has made a feast and made all things ready, and he's inviting the guests to rest, okay? Okay, in celebration of what he has done, okay? That's the gospel. That's the gospel from the Sabbath. That's the gospel from the cross, okay? That's Christ. That's the gospel from the real old number 7, okay? Not the wine, not Jack Daniels, okay? But the real number 7, okay? That's Christ. The eternal number 7, if I may say so, okay? That's Christ. Inviting us to the cross to rest and contemplate. That's God inviting us to the tree of life to rest and contemplate his goodness. Thank you, my friends.